जाएंगे तो यहाँ हमारे पास प्रिंट होके आ रहा है 2 into 2 is equal to 4, 2 into 2 is equal to 4. तो यहाँ पे 2 into 2 प्रिंट नहीं हुआ, यहाँ पे क्या
Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible to all.
Yeah, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
All right.
Good
A
evening,
few
ma'am.
minutes back, I heard one of you switched their mic on. So no such things will be entertained from the next class onwards. So keep it in your mind that you people switch your mic off every time until and unless I ask you to switch your mic on. Getting my point? And if they switch their mics on, I will simply remove them from the meeting. Are you people clear with this in your minds?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. So I have told you people to be ready with some of the things in the previous class. Do you have them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you have? What did I told you people to be ready with?
Ma'am, like we have to install VS Code, Node.js, environment, and
Node.js.
MongoDB, URI, MongoDB
So you people
Compass.
do have your MongoDB URI and MongoDB Compass, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And Yes, like I have downloaded MongoDB Compass, but the MongoDB Atlas I don't know how to install it.
Okay, so Tulika, just go through the videos in YouTube because I'm not I'll not be able to help you in order to get your MongoDB URI
Okay, ma'am.
until and unless I can be available with you physically, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So you have to do that part on your own. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now, as I have told you people that we, for today, will be starting.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
your
it's
voice is
working, ma'am.
ma'am.
Starting with the CRUD operation. And what I told you in the previous class about the CRUD operation.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You are.
Am I properly audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what did I told you people in the previous class about the CRUD operation?
Can I explain this one?
Yes, Siddharth, go on.
Angie. Angie.
Hello.
So as you people have seen, I will simply remove them who are creating nuisance in the class. You people are required to switch your mics off. Yeah, Siddharth, go on, tell me.
Yes, can I audible to you now?
Siddharth, your voice is breaking a lot here.
Yeah, can I audible to you, ma'am? I speak loudly.
Yeah, you're audible to you you're audible to me this time.
Yeah. In a previous class, you basically go on further details, some prior steps, and also I will go on to introduce what is a money. So MongoDB Express React and Node.js, and you also tell us about that the some thread operation that you perform. To how can we interact? Like that, you also tell that a get about a get request and a post request and put and also delete in a get request where we retrieve the resources in a post request that is submits a new data to the server and also a put request that update existing data and also we go on a delete and also you suggest me candidates to download the MongoDB Node.js and also VS Code install in your personal computer. Then I think this
All
is
right,
all
great,
about
Siddharth.
yes,
Okay, great. So today we are going to perform the CRUD operation by integrating the Node.js with our MongoDB. So this thing which you are seeing on your screen is nothing but my MongoDB URI, right? So in the previous class, how did we import the Express? Can anyone tell me? What is the first thing that we
using
have to do?
npm.
Const X. We have to
I'm asking about. Yeah. Tell me.
install it
Ma'am,
first.
installing command npm install express.
Okay, so I have already have these as we have installed it in the previous class, right?
Okay.
So now how to import them in our server.js file? How to
Const,
import them?
ma'am, I'm telling const express is equal to
Okay,
require
and then
in a rounded bracket. You have to
okay,
write express in singular quote.
all right. So I will create a variable that is express, and then I will import it using require, and inside the parenthesis I will write the name of the dependency that is express. After that, what I am going to do is I will create one more variable that is const mongoose. And since inside the package.json file, mongoose is not present, so what do I have to do? I will simply go to the terminal, and here I will write cd package, and then I will write npm install mongoose. Okay, so the mongoose is being installed. So this mongoose is the library which we require in order to connect our Node.js to the MongoDB. Got it? Now, as I install the mongoose, what I will do, I will import this as this. After importing that, I will write const app. Let me make it here. Const app is equal to express. I have assigned this express to a variable. After that, I will use app dot use. Inside this, I will write express dot json. Can anyone tell me why do we use this method? I have already told it in the previous class.
Yes, ma'am. To
So that
use the
so
middleware
that we can
Middleware to parse JSON bodies.
Okay, to fetch the data from the server in a JSON-like format. And now, what do I have to do? I will create a port number that is const and then port. Okay, is equal to, here I will provide the port number. Say, for example, I am providing 5000. And then, which method should I use in order to say that in which port our server is running? Which method should I use?
app.get.
Okay, app look, the method name is listen, and that is associated with the variable app. So whenever I ask you about the method, then you just have to say the listen method. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
So here I will write app dot listen. So what is the first parameter that I have to pass as the inside the listen method?
Port.
Great. And as the second parameter, I will pass Inside the template literal, I will write
Arrow.
server is running on
Fault.
Ma'am,
good. This is what I want to. Keep your mics off. Whenever I will tell you people to switch your mics on, then only you will switch them on. Got it? Running on port. And inside this, I will pass the value of port. And now I will save this. And in order to run the file, I will write node1 server.js. Okay, what is it saying? Okay, here
ma'am,
I have
console
written
log.
it as the module. I will write it as common.js. So now are you being able to see why
No, my voice
the
is breaking.
error occurred? Here, the type was module, but inside server.js, I use the common.js type in order to import the module. So when instead of module, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's coming
Your voice
clearly.
breaking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
clear now?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what I was saying is that, so this error has occurred because here in place of common.js, I have written module. And inside the server.js file, I wrote the require method, which is a part of the common.js. That is why it threw me the error. But when instead of writing the module as the type, I have written common.js, and then I will save this. And then here it is saying that then it is running properly. And now I will stop the server once, and then I will clear it, and then I will run it again. Node1 server.js. Okay, here I have to write console dot log, and inside this I have to write this entire function in order to print it inside my console, right? See, we are getting server is running on port 5000. So this is the thing that we have done in the previous class. Now we will learn how to connect our Node.js with the Mongoose database. So in order to connect it, since we have imported the Mongoose, we will use it over here. Mongoose dot connect. Inside this, I will pass my Mongo URI as the first parameter. You copy it, and inside the quotation mark, I will paste it. So this one is my first parameter. After this, here comes a couple of keywords which are actually optional. Optional keywords, right? After that, these keywords are use new URL parser, which we will provide the value as true. After that, one more keyword is use unified topology. This one is also going to be true, right? After that, we will write the dot then method. If this gets connected, then it will provide us in the console this function, which will print in the
Ma'am,
console
what is the use of optional keyword?
MongoDB connected.
Ma'am, your voice is not coming clearly.
Ma'am, your
If this
Too
successfully connected, and if that
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
constantly your voice is breaking.
your voice is too breaking, ma'am. It's not audible clearly.
okay. So till which part did you?
Ma'am, from
From
optional
optional
keyword.
keyword, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Optional
optional
keyword.
is breaking.
Okay, just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, clearly audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Just excuse me for today because we are not having our Wi-Fi connection for today, and from the next class onward, it will be good to go. So you heard till the optional keyword, isn't it?
Ma'am, we
Yes,
use
ma'am.
optional keyword, ma'am.
Okay. So these two
गुड इवनिंग मैम
Yeah, good evening.
मैम आप बता सकते हैं मैम ये कौन सा टॉपिक चल रहा है अभी
Mongoose, CRUD operations. We are learning CRUD operations here.
ओके ओके थैंक यू मैम
Okay. So these two optional keywords are not playing any major role in connecting the MongoDB database to the Node.js. Am I properly audible this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
clearly.
यस
Okay. So even if you do not mention these keywords, like it was used very initially when the MongoDB came into the use of the developers on a very beginning stage. So nowadays, even if you do not use these two keywords, then also this will get connected to the MongoDB, right? So
Ma'am,
let's
why we are
save
using
this.
optional keywords here?
See, there are certain security issues, right? Like the new URL parser, the URL, whichever the backend URL which we are having, that gets parsed into some different value. For that purpose, we had to assign it the value as true. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why these two keywords were used initially, but nowadays these are not much in use. Now, if we save this again, okay, as you people can see, that server is running on port 5000.
I have a
Yeah.
question. Ma'am, user URL parcel equals to true. इसका मतलब क्या है?
Okay, let me remove them. You don't need to understand this. This is the much, like, it's very optional for you people, and nowadays this is not being used at all. Okay. Like, see, even if I have removed this and I will save this again, are you being able to see any kind of error?
No.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
नो मैम
No, ma'am. So this is what I wanted to say to you, right? So this will get connected even if we don't write those two keywords. So by now we have successfully connected our MongoDB database to the Node.js. So what do we have to do after that? We will go to the item.js, and over here we are going to create a MongoDB schema. So in order to create a MongoDB schema, we have to import the Mongoose library in this file as well. This con
Ma'am, your
Ma'am, your voice is not your voice breaking.
ma'am, your person is correct.
Mongoose.
मैम आपकी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है.
Disabled.
मैम वॉइस.
Ma'am, we can't hear you, ma'am.
Require. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible,
Ma'am,
but
voice
your
break
voice
हो
is
रही है.
breaking.
Yes, ma'am.
You are.
Is it clear this
Yes,
time?
ma'am. Much better.
No, not proper.
Okay. Someone is
Ma'am, can't
listening
hear you actually.
to my
Your
Your
voice
voice
is
is
break.
too much lacking and not coming clearly, properly.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
hello.
Hello.
Internet problem.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Your voice is breaking.
क्या हो गया क्या हो गया कुछ नहीं दिख रहा कुछ नहीं दिख रहा
No,
नो
ma'am.
मैम
It's still.
No, ma'am, I can't hear you. The sound is not coming properly.
Okay, is the screen visible?
यस मैम
Yes.
यस मैम यस
Guys, ma'am is back now.
Network issue is still there, I think. Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
Okay. What about
No, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's good this time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So I was saying that in
Ma'am, when you explain
Ma'am,
the
same
topic,
issue again.
Your voice
voice
is
break
not coming through.
voice is good.
No issue.
create a
Ma'am, your
schema.
voice is not
Is
clear.
it good now? What the voice?
Ma'am, voice is
And when you're sharing your screen, your voice is currently not clear.
I can't hear you.
Am I properly audible this time?
no, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You start teaching,
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, continue, please.
Ma'am, please continue.
Continue, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So I am over here
Remaining.
creating a variable that is item schema is equal to, here I will provide a keyword that is new. Since I am creating a new schema, is it properly audible to you people or it's still breaking?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's
yes, ma'am. Voice
ma'am,
ma'am
now
is
audible.
audible.
All right. So here I have used a new, like I'm creating a new schema, right? And in order to provide it some space in the memory, which is why I'm writing new keyword. And then I will create the schema using mongoose dot schema method. Inside the schema, I will go to provide some, like I will be providing some kind of fields. Say for example, in a table, which fields do you provide? Like in a student table, you provide the name of the student, the marks of the student, the standard of the student, section, subjects, etc. Right?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So here also, I am going to provide the name as the field. And similarly to the database, like MySQL, we provide some of the data types over there. Whether the data type is integer or whether the data type is character or varchar,
Ma'am.
etc. I am going to, yeah.
Ma'am, is it SQL queries or MongoDB query?
Let me complete it, Jyoti, because I'm not sure about the network, right? Just keep your question written somewhere, and then once I teach this entire thing, then you will ask me. Understood?
Okay, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So here I will write type as string, because this data type is having the type of string, and I will provide the user in order to make it mandatorily provided by the user. So for that purpose, I will write a required keyword over here, and I will provide the value true to this required keyword. And after the name, I will also tell the user in order to provide the marks or subject. And this subject is also having the same constraints. I will copy it and I will paste it over. And in order to provide the email, I will provide the same thing. And then I will provide password. And this time I will make the password also. It should be PSS necessary. So here I will. So whenever the user has to create a new entry, for that purpose, he has to provide the values for name, subject, email, and password. After creating this entire schema, we have to export the schema. So for that purpose, we will write module dot exports is equal to, here we will write mongoose dot model method. Inside the model method, our first parameter is going to be that particular word using which we can access this entire schema in some other file. Getting my point? So whenever I want to access this item schema, I can access it using just a single word, that is item. And since I will be accessing this schema, for that purpose, I will write the name of the schema, that is item schema. And I will save this. So by now, I have created the schema, like whichever data the user has to provide in order to build the new entry inside the MongoDB database. And now what I will do, I will go to the items.js. Inside the items.js, I will write the main functions to perform the CRUD operation. So for that purpose, what do I have to do? I need to have the schema, right? So that I can perform the create, read, update, and delete functions on this particular schema. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So since I have exported this, I have to import the schema inside this file where I will be writing the codes for the CRUD operations. So for that, I will write const express is equal to, here also I have to import it using the require keyword, like require method. Here I will write express, and then I will write const router is equal to express dot router. And router is one more middleware of the express. And now why do we use this router? This router is used in order to provide the routes to the various functions. And you will get to know it in a better way once we write the code using this router variable, inside which I have stored the router method of the express. After that, I will import this item.js inside this items.js. So for that, I will write const. I will write item is equal to
मैम आपकी वॉइस अटक रही है.
I will write require.
No, ma'am,
And
you are
then
not audible.
inside the invert.
Ma'am, I'm audible to you.
Quotation, I
Ma'am,
will
the same
write
issue we
the
face
file
again.
name. And the
Excuse
file
me,
name
ma'am.
is going to be inside the models. I'm having the item, right? So by now, I
Excuse
have
me, ma'am.
imported this item.js inside this file. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, same issue we face again.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, I will probably decide.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
All
clearly.
right. So by now,
Yes,
you
yes.
people will not face any kind of issue because we have got our Wi-Fi password. All right. So as I was saying to you people that I have imported all these things inside the item.js file. Now what I have to do over here is first function that I'm going to write over here is for the create function. And how will I do that? I will do that using router.post method. Since we use the post method in order to create a new entry. And this one is the API endpoint. And we pass the API endpoint as the very first method inside the HTTP function that we use. Got my point? After that, we will pass an asynchronous function. So you people do have any idea about the asynchronous function? What do we exactly mean by that?
Yes, ma'am. I have the two parameter sending a request and response.
Okay. So here we are going to create an asynchronous function. And then we are going to pass a couple of parameters inside this asynchronous function. That is, first is the request, since we will be sending request to the server, and then response, because the server will respond us back with some data. And this one is going to be my arrow function. Here I will use the try catch block. And why do we use the try catch block? Any idea?
To handle the runtime error.
Ma'am, to handle the exception when we find the runtime.
Okay, great. So here I will create one more variable using const keyword, that is new item is equal to, I will write new, and then which word do I have to use in order to access this entire schema?
Item.
App.post.
Item.
Yeah.
Item.
Okay. So here I will write item, and inside this I will write name and name, which will be required dot body, and then I will also provide what fields were there, subject, right? So here also I will write subject as required dot body, and you will get to know why am I writing required dot body over there. And then after the subject I have email. So here I will write email, and I will write the same thing for this. After the email, I will provide password. So this is the first way through which you can take the input from the user. But this way is way too much lengthy, isn't it? So for that purpose, what are we going to do over here? We will copy this entire thing. Okay, let me provide some more code to you, and then I will provide it to you. And then I will create one more word, that is const saved is equal to, here I will write await. And then I will provide new item that I have just created, that is this variable new item, inside which I am storing the item schema, and I am asking the user to provide the name, subject, email, and password. Getting my point? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Audible.
ma'am.
Audible.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So here I will save this entire data which is provided by the user inside the saved variable by using the save method in order to save it in my database. And then I will respond the user with the same data that he has created. And in which format it will return the data to the user? Inside the JSON format. And then I will send the user that data which is saved inside my MongoDB database. So for that, I will pass the saved variable inside the JSON method. And then if any error occurs, then the server will respond with a status code 500. Dot, here I will provide JSON, and as a JSON format, it will show the user error, and this error will take error. Okay, let me change it from error to error inside the parameter. Yeah, error dot message. All right. So now I have written the code to create a particular data inside the database. So what I will do, I will export it using export default, and the what is this one, router, right? So here I have to write export default router, and then I will save it. So I have written the code for this. Now what I have to do is I will go to my server.js, and here I will import this items.js using const item route. Whose mic is on? Okay. Here I will write require. Inside this, I will write the path of that particular file, routes, and then items. After that, I will write app dot, not the app dot. Here I will write the name of the variable inside which I have stored the routes. So for that purpose, I will write app dot use and inside this I will provide the API endpoint. Say for example, I am providing API. After that, I will provide items. After that, I will pass this variable inside which I have stored the entire path of this routes. So for that, I will write item route, and I will save this. Okay, that has. Okay. So instead of export default module, I have to write module dot exports is equal to routes, ROUT, router, and then I have to save it. Okay, so now it is showing that MongoDB connected and the server is running on port 5000. Now what I will do is I will go to my Postman. Okay, so I have the same port number, right? That is 5000 inside the server.js file. See over here. The same port number, that is 5000. And what is my API endpoint? That is API and then items. Are you being able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So now what I will do is after the API, I will remove this and I will write items. And after the items, in order to post something, what I have written inside the item.js, this one, that is the empty endpoint, right? So here what I will do, I will provide an empty endpoint. Now, here can you see the body? Are you people being
Yes,
able to
ma'am.
see? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So here I will go to the body. All right.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
have already provided the name. Here I will change it to lowercase. And then after that, after the name, what was their subject, right? Subject is, let's say, Java. And after that, I will provide the email, this Tulika,
Ma'am, the
Gmail.
format is always in key value pair.
Yeah. And then I will provide the password. And the password will be Tulika. And then here is the post method, since we are creating a new entry, right? So what I will do now, I will send it.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what is this? Is this API?
This is the post. We are testing the API here.
I can't understand. Can you explain it?
Jyoti, were you there in the previous class?
No, ma'am. Actually,
All right, Jyoti.
yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm not in that group. Today I am joining. That's why I'm didn't able to join that class.
So Jyoti, do one thing. Just after this session gets over, go through the video of the previous lecture, and then you see the lecture of this session, which is recorded and which will be provided to you people. Got my point? And then you will be able to understand the entire thing. Who else has the doubt in this particular thing about the postman?
Ma'am, Postman is using for testing.
Yeah, testing the API that we have created.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I have knowledge, but not like cut to clear. So,
Okay, Jyoti, you just go through the session of the previous class that is provided as the recording to you people, and then you come back.
okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So which error are we going over here? We are getting the name item validation failed. Name cast to string failed from value name Tulika. Okay. Let's go to our MongoDB compass. And here I should be having this database. Inside this, I'll be having items. All right. Just do one thing. Here, instead of writing this entire thing, I will write const. Here I will provide the names of all the fields, that is name, subject, email, and password. Name, subject, email, password is equal to, here I will write request dot body.
And why we are writing body here?
Okay. So, are you people being able to see how are we sending the request? Inside the body, we are sending this entire data as a request.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? So, for that purpose, we are writing request dot body. Got it? Or
Yes,
any
ma'am.
doubts are there?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
And then what I will do is dot name dot subject dot email and then dot password. Then I will save it again. Okay. Now are you people being able to see all these things that I have
Yes, ma'am.
provided as a data? And let's go to the MongoDB compass and refresh it. Where is it? See, the new data has been created inside the Mongo database. Are you people being able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
All right. Now, since we have created the data, this time I will try to read the data. And which HTTP method do we use in order to read the data?
Get.
Put.
Get.
Router. Here I will write read. And then I will write router dot get method. And this time I will provide read as the API endpoint. And then I will make one more asynchronous function that will be having request and response. All right. Here I will again initialize a try catch block. Inside the try block, I will write const items is equal to await item. And here I will use the find function in order to find the data which the user wants. After that, I will respond the data in a JSON format. Whichever data the user gets using the find function. And where will it find? It will find all the data which is present inside the item schema. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
where is all the data stored? Inside the items variable. So all those data which is stored inside the items variable, we have to show it to the user. So inside the JSON method, I have to pass the items variable. And rest is going to be the same thing. And this time the error message will be shown. And I will save it again. And now I will go to my Postman. Instead of items and empty API endpoint, I will write read. Why am I writing read?
For get data.
We get all items.
Endpoint
Okay,
is
so
For
here,
the reading the data.
yeah.
To read the data.
All right, great. So let's do one thing. Along with Tulika, let's create one more data. Say, for example, sheriff. And here I will write C++ and then sheriff. And then sheriff 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I will send it again. Okay, this has been created. After the sheriff, I will also provide Elena. And then the subject be history. Here the email is going to be Elena again. And then here I will provide Elena. And I will send it again. So till now, I have created 3 entries inside my MongoDB database. Now I want to read those 3 entries. So what I will do, I will change the HTTP method over here from post to get. And here also I will change the API endpoint as read. And now this time I am going to remove this entire data. And then I will send it to the user. See, we are getting the data, right? Tulika, Sheriff, and Elena. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
How to
ma'am.
read the data? Okay. After reading all the data, now we will discover how to update the data. So this time, in order to update the data, which method do we use?
Put method.
ma'am.
Oh,
Patch.
Page for her.
here. So in order to update some data, tell me one thing, which is, okay, let me go over here, refresh it. Okay, just see inside this entire database and tell me one thing which is very unique in all 3 entries.
ID is unique
Then
number 3.
ID.
Object ID.
Okay.
ID, ma'am.
So the ID of each and every data is different inside the database. So in order to update the ID, like update the data of Elena, what do I have to provide in the URL so that the server will be able to know that it has to update the data of Elena?
Object
Ma'am,
ID.
I provided abstract.
The ID only. So what I will do, I will pass ID inside the API endpoint. So for that, I will write backslash and a colon, and then I will write ID. After that, I will provide one more asynchronous function. And here request, comma response. And then I will provide a try catch block again. Yeah. Here, I will create a variable that is const updated. It's equal to await, again item, and this time I will use one more inbuilt method. And the name of that inbuilt method is find by ID and update. Find by ID and update. Why? Because we are trying to update the data over here. That's why we are using this find by ID and update method. Previously, we wanted to read all the data of the user, which is why we were using the find method. But this time, since we want to update the data of the user, which is why we are writing the find by ID and update method. Inside this method, we have to pass some parameters. And the first parameter is going to be request.params.id. Just tell me one thing. Previously, we used to send the request using the body only, right? Using only this part. Getting my point?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
this time,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. But this time, what do I have to do? I have to provide the ID of that particular user whose data I want to update. So where will I pass that ID? I will pass this ID inside this URL as the parameter. Getting my point?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
in order to send the request from the parameter as well, we have to write request, and since we are sending the data inside the parameters, we have to write params, and which data we are sending the ID. That is why we have written request.params.id.
Yes, ma'am.
So this one is the first parameter. Now we will
Yes,
write name, and here we will write request.body.name. Copy it, and then I will paste it. Since I want to update the name of the user. Got it? And then what I will do? I will set again the new keyword. Why? Because I am creating a new data for this particular database, like for this particular entry. So that is why I am providing true value to the new keyword. And now what I will do? I will send the user the updated data. So in order to send the user with the updated data, we will use the res keyword. And in which format we'll be sending it? Inside the JSON format. And inside
Yes,
which
sir.
variable is the updated data stored? Inside the updated variable. So here we have to
Updated.
pass the updated variable.
And why we are using this method here?
Because the server is responding, right? Response is the keyword, that is res.
Yeah.
All right. And this thing is going to be same. Paste it. And then save it again. Okay. So here, let's provide update. Yeah. And then the thing. Save it again. All right. So this time, I will make the method as put. Instead of read, I will provide update, and then I will select the ID from here. Yeah. Select this entire ID, copy it, and then I will paste it. And here I will change the name and give the new name. And the name is going to be Shania. And then I will send it. Can you see the name got updated?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I see.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What if I send some other ID? Say, for example, sheriff. I'll copy it and I will paste it. And I will send the request there. The name of sheriff has also been changed to Shania.
Yes,
Understood?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, are you people having any kind of doubt in this?
Ma'am, what
No,
what
ma'am.
what
Ma'am.
can we do in case of multiple field change?
Can you please repeat?
Ma'am, I have a question. Can I
Uh,
ask?
what
Hold on, Jyoti. Let
changes
Om
we
ask
need
me.
to do in case of multiple field update?
Okay, I will tell you about this in the later class. As we are getting short of time, we will learn more things like update and delete. We have done the update part, and we will do the what we have done. We have done okay. Delete part is still we haven't covered. We will cover the remaining part like reading a particular user, deleting the user, and how can we update multiple fields at once in the next class, right? It's already 9:05.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, Jyoti, you were about to ask something?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, why we using JSON extension?
Jyoti, I have explained all these things in the previous class, dear.
Okay.
Yeah, just go through that lecture once.
And ma'am, now can you tell me here we are using SQL or MongoDB?
MongoDB, Jyoti.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And even if you have any doubt from the previous class also, you can ask me, or else you people can leave the meeting now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can you share this lecture?